Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the Vols run through the tee, they are in for a show. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Volunteers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
At the 35, he's open. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Gets it out fast. Shakes off the defender. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Got a lot of running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team has the ball. to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Red Wolves will hustle to the line.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll put the tight end in motion. He leaves it with his back. Oh, what a move! And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, it's Banks. Completes it in the middle. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow, they got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way to get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Back to throw, it's Banks. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Vols look to keep this drive humming. Going up top on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Gonna take a shot. And the ball is picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, and then after the quarterback got him on the ground.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
But, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's off to the races. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Kane. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll go to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
The Red Wolves will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He'll do it himself. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back gets to give.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time, it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Jacksonville State.
The give to the back.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Banks. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Vols will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And you got to get Hatch around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. And the Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, and it's loose. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Stuffed, almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Steps away to find some room. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The Red Wolves decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking downfield, it's Banks. Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tennessee! They take the lead with the 6. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And the timing just a hair off. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. from the gun, the ground game. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Still running at the 40. And he breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
Powers forward. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Splits the uprights. It's good.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now they'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and...
Looking to take a shot. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
See, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Hard running there.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
The Volunteers get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you an...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown ball! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. And the Red Wolves racing to the line in the hurry-up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And he's got it inside the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm, I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting...
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need a stop. They can go down the field and tie this game up. I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover offense. Go do your thing. Get me a first down. Finish this ball game.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage and probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
The Vols have enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This offense has a second down play. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.